You may remember when tailing ponds brought notoriety to Alberta's oil sands. They're a toxic mixture of water and waste left over from extracting oil from sand. 5 years ago, about 1,600 ducks died after getting trapped in a pond. Energy companies were told to clean them up. So, did they? Margot McDermott found out.
This is our first tailings pond. It's in its early stage.
These industry ads deliver a message. Oil sands companies are cleaning up their toxic waste.
To transform liquid material in our tailings ponds into this type of solid, dried material in just a couple
Turns out it's a lot harder than these ads let on. Tailings ponds are huge lakes of water, clay and chemicals, the stuff left over after the oil is removed. A new report by Alberta's energy regulator says oil companies haven't met targets to slow the growth of these ponds, and they're having problems drying up the sludge.
We were disappointed that our expectations and industry's expectations weren't what we saw in the actual performance.
In 2008, 1,600 ducks died after they landed on Syncrude's tailings pond. They became the symbol of the industry's environmental impact. Alberta Premier Alison Redford recently traveled to Washington to urge the U.S. to approve Canada's Keystone XL pipeline, promising tailings ponds will be a thing of the past.
Tailings ponds disappear from Alberta's landscape in the very near future.
But her own government agency says it's going to take longer than expected.
The clays are what pose the greatest challenge for us because
one of the major oil sands companies says it's a huge challenge to try to separate fine clay particles from water.
We live in a society that wants faster and quicker answers to issues, but we're working in a decades-long business. It's decades-long to mine it out, and it's decades-long to reclaim it.
Environmentalists say that's why new projects shouldn't be approved until the companies have it figured out.
The oil industry is advertising heavily saying, we've got the technology, we're fixing this. And the truth is, they're not.
Alberta's energy regulator could crack down on the oil sands companies for not meeting their targets. Instead, it's giving them the benefit of the doubt and 2 to 3 more years to try to find solutions. Margot McDermott, CBC News, Ottawa.
So we know the volume of those trailing ponds isn't getting any smaller, just how much waste is being created. It's estimated that 1.2 to 1.5 barrels of fluid tailings are created for every barrel of oil produced. In 2012, Alberta produced approximately 1.9 million barrels of oil a day.